What's up, bitches? Welcome to another episode of Monday Mayhem. Fuck the episode. Who gives a shit what episode it is? We're Monday Mayhem peeps, and we do whatever the fuck we want, and you're gonna like it. Or don't, click off. Everybody's like, yeah, fuck this. Fuck you. Don't get me too angry, though. I get riled up, and Jason gets riled up, and it's a whole fucking problem, dude. Like I said on, this is the first episode of the week. We'll get that right one day. Oh, yeah, welcome Jason, everybody. Yay. In the flesh, dude. Rotting flesh at that. Guys, what happened this week?
So much.
Dude, listen.
He's over there like rotting flesh.
No, I had physical therapy
like,
today.
Speaking
I know I talk about my back all the time. And every Monday, man. I get to physical therapy. I get a random phone. I got a random phone number calling me. I'm like, all right, I'll answer it. And they're like, hey, we've been trying to reach you.
George Bush.
It was some medical place. And apparently they're coming to my house Monday. And they're going to fit me for something called a bone growth stimulator.
Oh, it's legit? I thought you were going to, me and him have problems. Like, we're trying to reach you about your extended car warranty. I thought you were going to say, like, we're trying to reach you about your extended back warranty. Or something like that. It's like, I get these calls all the time. They're scammers.
They just know people that have bad backs. They're like, hey, we know, like, you work construction or you work this job. But no, some lady's literally coming to my house and going to, like, measure my body so I can get this bone growth stimulator. It's like a back brace that I guess like pulsates electronic energies. I don't know. I tried to read it
you're
online.
growing my bone just thinking.
It was ridiculous. I'm like, do I really need that? And she's like, well, all the patients get it. But anyways, I was on my way to physical therapy. I was in town at the 4-way stop, and I'm turning left. But once I make the left, I got to immediately turn right. And you can't go unless there's the 2 green arrows. And I pull up behind a motorcycle in the right lane, and then everyone pulls up behind me. Like, for some reason, no one went in that second lane. So the light made a full rotation around. Like, it didn't pick up the motorcycle. And the dude on the motorcycle looks back at me and points at me and then points to the lane next to him. Like it was my fault that his little bitch-ass bike didn't weigh enough to set off the sensors. He pointed at me and pointed to the next thing and like threw his arms up like you dumbass. That's why we missed the light. It's because I didn't pull into the other lane and I didn't set off. And I wanted to murder this guy.
Oh, my God.
Dad, you want to hurt, like, someone just does something disrespectful. That it's not your fault that it happened.
Yeah.
And they blame you.
Yeah, like, you should have just ignored him, and the more he kept, like, talking to you, like, hang on 1 second.
I did the what? I did the what motion with my arms. Like, it pointed to him, but I wanted to hurt this man.
Y'all are just screaming what at each other in traffic, like, what? No, what? Meanwhile, the lights went by 5 other times. Like, y'all are the problem now.
And then
you shake hands, go have a beer, like it was our fault.
Then he just ran it, and then I just thought all this shit I could have said to him or done. Like, all these scenarios, like I get out, throw a grenade at him or some shit.
Oh, dude, you've been playing too much Grand Theft Auto.
I would never do that.
Toss a grenade at somebody? Like, ever? Like, there's nothing anybody could do to you?
I
thought you were going to say, if I had grenades.
Well, yeah.
I was like, okay. Like, so
I can get a grenade. I know a grenade guy.
Oh, yeah. I know somebody from Grenada, which is where grenades grow. They're actually a plant. A lot of people don't know that. They just sprout from the soil. A lot of grenade farmers down there. Yeah. In Grenada.
What do y'all think about farmers?
I
just say something stupid. Like,
only?
They're obviously very, very important.
Farmers only? Making grenades for sure.
What kind of farmers? There's important farmers and there's useless.
I kind of like
What's a useless farmer?
A grenade farmer.
Yeah, well, is it though?
I like how
that might be the most important farmer.
I like how we just skimmed over that. So like the few dumbasses watching it were like, "Wow, that's where grenades come from." I bet they really schedule wars, dude.
I thought of this question. This might be a good one. I was like, "What is the hardest y'all have ever been kicked in your nuts?"
No, don't. God. This fucking guy. That was Michael and H2O.
No, I
Hardest
didn't
I
have
mean,
a
can you
kick, but
remember?
I can remember the hardest I've been hitting the nuts was when I was a kid, actually.
Well, yeah, hitting the nuts. Is that what
And
I said?
you said kicked.
Kicked. I meant hit. Like
But,
the hardest you've been hitting the nuts.
I went to
I wish I could think
Christian
of this.
schools when I was in like a very young, like 5th grade and lower. I was going to Christian schools, and we'd have to walk in like single file lines to the class and shit. And this kid in front of me, I can never remember his name, but dude, we always like went back and forth. Like we were always pissed off
Nut
at each other
taps
for
and
something.
shit?
No, just like there's this game called Trip It that we would play on the playground where it was tag but tripping. So in order for someone to be you have to run up on them, trip them,
Just
and if
kick
they
their
fall to the
legs and
ground,
make-
Yeah, come by with the lunch tray.
Yeah.
Just put the leg out.
It
It's
was
like 80s movies
crazy
right
shit.
there.
But we would always go after each other, and we
Yeah.
each get good trips, but we'd get pissed at each other. And then
Yeah, because you were the best. You two were the best.
I was the
Already.
best.
Okay, I know.
Let it be known.
Sorry.
But we were walking in line, and dude, he just turns around and like gets down low and straight uppercuts me. And I fell straight to the ground and started bawling. I couldn't breathe. Like I felt like my shit was in my throat.
sucks.
If you get a good connection, and you don't even need a hard connection,
No,
you can get
don't.
taps
The flicks,
sometimes.
taps. and
Yeah,
flicks
dude.
hurt.
That,
Those are
in
worse
high
than the
school,
direct
all,
hits
all the
sometimes.
freaking nut tap.
Oh, who could
You
forget?
had to wear
What's
cups
the
to school.
What's the capital of Thailand? I'll
Yeah.
never forget the first
Dude,
time I
yeah.
asked that. I was like, "Shit, I don't know what." Like, I should have known.
Yeah.
like killed
The
over.
first people that saw the movie Hangover, they're like, got it. And then it just ransacked the school.
I still remember when that happened. I was like pressed up against a locker. I was like, "Yeah, what's up, guys?" And I like leaned into the locker, like,
See,
the
I was
bell
thinking-
rang. Everybody was supposed to go to class. I'm just like, "Help me!"
I was thinking the nut taps too. That's probably the hardest I've been hit there. I'm pretty guarded down there. Like,
Yeah, do
You
you?
wear cups
I'm
at all
pretty
times?
Yeah,
good.
you've
yeah.
been wearing a cup, dude,
Yeah.
since Little League.
Hey, you never know.
You don't. You gotta stay prepared.
I know this one guy who got hit in the ball so hard. Like, he had to go to the hospital and they had to give his ball sack a ultrasound.
An ultra whatty? No,
An
I'm just playing.
ultrasound.
I had a kid. I know what an
I kn-
ultrasound is. Yeah, it's.
I
Yeah, I've
can't
never.
imagine like feeling like you busted
Yeah, that
a nut.
came out of the pouch.
Oh,
Jeez.
okay. Hold
Like,
on.
oh, that one time my ball.
So at work,
ripped
I deal
open.
with metal coming down a little like a assembly
Roller?
like roller line.
Yeah.
Okay, and but this metal it goes anywhere from like 18 gauge all the way down to like 2.
Yeah.
So like the real thick shit is like 2 and 4 gauge. But it cuts micro joints in the laser that I run, so I have to like bend the metal.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
what you're talking
And then pieces I have to like
Ah.
hit out, like it's a skeleton of them, and I have to hit the
Yeah.
pieces out. Well, I'm using a rubber mallet to do all this. Well, the table comes down at an angle,
I
and
know
it's like
exactly
down
what
by
you're-
like my knees.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting pieces out with the mallet, and I missed a piece and just straight hit my dick. Just straight hit myself, dude. It hurts so fucking bad.
Yeah, even hitting the dick too, man.
It's
It's
weird,
not just
man.
the balls. It's
I've been clobbered in the balls. Like, I mean, even now I'm picturing like the thing from Fantastic Four. It's clobbering time. Like, I've been nailed in the nuts so many times, but it's weird. I can't remember what happened. It's like how it happened never mattered to me. I just remember the pain of the situations.
It's a different pain.
But I remembered women could never understand. I mean, I guess we can't understand giving birth either, so that's what
they
get.
say hitting the tits like that is like equal to us getting hit in the nuts. That don't make no sense.
I doubt it. But here's the thing. I do remember one specific one, though. I won't go deep dive into it because we have talked about it before. And the only reason I remembered it, I think, is because Josh tried to bring it up again. He's like, remember the situation with the pool? Well, if y'all weren't there around for one of the first episodes, I guess we can just run it back now. This, because it applies, I was walking along the end of the pool. Like, I was, like, walking on the edge. You know, an above-ground pool. It's just in a circle. I'm walking on that white railing, and I remember I slipped with one foot, and I came straight down on my nuts and fell on the outside of the pool into the rocks.
it's just bad shit after bad shit after.
Like,
bad
I
shit.
could, like, I still remember, like, I mean, because it wasn't like a... Like, I might as well just jumped in there and just dropped on my balls.
Yeah.
Like, it was like...
Like those dudes on balance beams. Or, dude, skateboarders.
Yes.
They rack
Yes.
themselves the
A lot of
hardest. Like,
times.
who's...
That's
How
why I
many
stopped
times,
skating.
trying to do a kickflip for the first time, and that board would land straight up and down, dude.
Yeah, it would
like,
go
oh,
right.
it's awful.
Another
Jesus.
topic. I was like, have y'all ever or do y'all know anyone that like sleepwalks?
Yeah, actually, I do. I haven't like seen it, but this chick I used to work with used to talk about it. Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
would like it was like it wasn't even like funny. Like she was like legit like upset about it. Like she was like every once in a while I do like I'll just go to the kitchen at like 3 a.m, make a fucking microwavable burrito, eat it, and wake up with a wrapper next to me and shit. Like what? I'm like this is like real. Man, I knew it was real, but I've never heard.
My
You're
uncle.
not supposed to wake them up.
I don't know.
I think she did say something about that. You're not supposed to. Maybe I'm crazy. It's been like 5 years since
That's
I heard
the
this
like
story.
the whole myth, like in movies. They're
The
like,
meth?
Don't wake 'em up. Yeah.
That's all I was
But
picturing.
My uncle
Flinging
one time he
Fruity
went.
Pebbles and shit
He
around.
sleptwalked and he went outside and like locked himself out of the house.
used to crip walk.
Um,
He locked himself
One
out.
of my-
I
one
thought
of my
the story was gonna go
ex-girlfriends,
another way.
Like had like sleep terrors where like they would like yell shit in their sleep, and I was sleeping, and she like props up, and she goes, "What do you think you're doing?" I was just trying to sleep, and she goes, "No, no, 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 no."
Not on my watch.
Yeah, I was like, "All right, go back to bed." Like, I just got scolded for trying to sleep.
It's weird, dude. I don't know if. I mean, I'll say his name. I don't know if Curtis Logsden was just making shit up, but he said one night, like I was like, he was in his bed. Of course, I was snuggled up next to him.
Yeah.
So I'm like crashed out on the floor. I remember that night because we were watching Blade, just chilling, drinking beer, and then he was just like, "Dude, you would not shut up last night." Like he basically told me that, like out of nowhere, at random parts of the night, I was just like, "No, no, no, no." Don't do it! And
I wonder what was happening
Yeah, and
to you.
Curtis was just like
God, this dude.
half awake too, like shut the fuck
He's
up,
never staying the
Brandon."
night again.
I mean, that was back when, dude, me and him both didn't have jobs, so we just were basically just drinking beer every night, chilling. So like he was like kind of stuck with me type of thing, but like, and I was stuck with him. But it's just funny, dude, because to this day I'm like, what the fuck was I screaming about? I know,
Yeah.
like I'll sometimes like mumble in my sleep, but I've never heard anybody else but him tell me like I was like making. There was actually other shit I said too. But that was like the main thing because it was funny seeing him like act out me screaming no, and I just imagine like how annoyed he was.
Have y'all ever had sleep paralysis?
No,
I had night terrors when I was young.
We are.
I've never heard of that. I'm supposed like I
What
just
happened?
talked
What
about
used
it.
to happen to you? What did you do?
Dude, it would be bad. I would
Do
get
tell.
up. Oh, thank you. I would get up and start walking down the hall. My parents' house wasn't that big,
Yeah.
but I'd start walking down the hall, and the hall would expand on me. So, like, the further I would walk, my vision would tell me that their bedroom door was miles away, and it would get smaller and smaller. So I'd be walking real slow, but then
It was like Max
it's like
Payne.
I couldn't walk. I just couldn't walk at a certain point. Like I couldn't go past a certain point.
Is this you actually sleepwalking, or is this a
No, I don't think I was
like
sleepwalking.
a recurring memory?
I just
or dream.
I would wake up sweating.
Maybe
like,
I
really
used to
bad.
sleepwalk.
I
Maybe
don't.
we all
I sleep.
did.
I sleep talk to this. I just asked Jamie because we had a conversation while I was sleep talking not too long ago, and I'm trying to remember what it was about. But the sleepwalking, I don't.
Trying to catch you in a lie and shit.
My mom used to like talk in her sleep, and we would go in there and be like, "What did you get Tyler for Christmas?"
Yeah, I
Like,
swear
trying
to
to get your
God.
mom to.
My mom did that a couple times too. I remember there was one time she was like on the couch and my friends were over this day. I'm like, "Were you fucking with us?" It makes
Yeah.
me wonder. But she was just like, "Help! No, Captain, the boat's sinking. Someone stop the boat from sinking." And we're all like,
Help,
"God,
Captain!
man."
I'm stuck. Sorry, say that.
No,
No,
no.
mom dreaming.
It's all jokes, dog. No, but I was gonna say about sleepwalking. You weren't here because you'd already left by then. But on Monday Mayhem, I don't know if you watched the episode, but Josh
Yeah.
was talking about me waking up in weird places.
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh,
sleeping
yeah.
on. I was in
you
the.
might have been sleepwalking.
I was in the closet. I was
Yeah,
in the
you might have
bathtub. I
been
was.
sleepwalking.
Yeah, like maybe then, dude.
I have
Yeah, because I
had-
remember those things. And
I've had sleep paralysis, and it's terrifying. I haven't had what people say where like you're laying on your back and like you feel like a demon or whatever's sitting on top of you.
That's what I asked if we had any of. That's what.
My bad. He's showing me that Jamie said he was talking about pineapple bird seed.
Yeah, it's important. You need to go.
Pineapple bird seed.
But
That
no,
sounds like something you talk about normal, so it's
Yeah.
not as out there.
my sleep paralysis. Like,
It's Rodney's password
it's
to
not
Facebook.
what people say. Like, where you're laying on your back and it feels like a demon's on top of you.
Oh yeah.
And mine is like I
Speak
sleep
for
on my
yourself.
side and like I can't move. I can't roll over. I can't. I'm like I want to roll over and I can't do it. I'm like, all right, 3, 2, 1, can't move. 3, 2, 1, can't move.
Are you
It
sure it's not
happens.
just because you have a bad back?
No, dude, it's just this was years ago.
I was about to say it'd be crazy if you're like,
Oh,
shit.
yeah, you're right.
Damn, good point. I don't think I ever
I've
had
never
sleep
had
paralysis.
sleep
My
No.
back was
Isn't it-
fucked up.
It's when you kind of wake up and you want to like
You can't
move,
Your
move.
but you
mind's
can't
awake, but your
move.
body's not. Is what sleep.
Basically, and it's
Okay.
terrifying.
What
Fuck
about
that.
the falling forward when you're asleep? Do y'all get
Yeah.
that? That shit scares the shit out of
The
me.
what?
Where you feel like you're falling forward, like you're like half asleep and you're just waking up, or you wake up out of a dream and it literally feels like your leg. It's like my feet are still in the same spot, but everything from my shins up just goes like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm falling forward. So you
I
have
don't-
never had
I
that?
don't think the closest thing to that I've had.
I just
is
did
if,
that a couple days ago.
Like
I
I'm
was taking
falling
a
in a
nap.
dream, and
Yeah.
I'll wake up and I'll feel like I fell into my bed.
Yeah.
Like I'll feel like I'll jump.
Dude,
you know, like
that's
it's,
because the aliens were taking you, and they're like,
Oh
"Nah,
my
we don't
God.
want this one.
they,
This one's
they
defected
can't-
and dropped you back
oh
into your
no,
bed."
Rodney
I'm
got
too
it.
advanced for them.
Yeah, Rodney got AP'd, dude.
Yeah.
Anal probed for
Yeah.
sure. He agreed to
They
it.
found
You
out
heard
how advanced I was, and they were like, "Okay, we're not messing with this guy."
it? Yeah, dude.
Oh, sometimes I'll be trying to fall asleep, and you ever like just like twitch real bad, and you're like, even in my own bed, I'm like, I hope no one saw that.
yeah, I mean
like, it's
that's
just
that's kind
me.
of like the falling forward like thing almost. Like,
Like,
you twitch
yeah.
yourself awake. Like that's kind of that. You're like, what the fuck?
I'm just
Yeah, I was trying to take a nap with Aria because she was being fussy, and I was like, I could use a nap just 2 days ago, and I did that. Like, I remember I was like, fucking chill out, and I was like about to fall asleep. I'm like, are you falling asleep? And next thing you know, I guess I fell asleep, but I was still in that active mindset of like trying to keep up with her. So I was like awake and not awake at the same time, and I just felt like I jolted myself. I was like, what the fuck was that? It's fucking terrifying, dude. I hate it.
Yeah, I have RLS pretty bad, so getting to sleep sometimes, like restless leg syndrome. So
Restless, I
so
thought
getting
stand
to
for.
sleep-
I used to have that, but
this
not
shit
no more.
sucks, man. It's so bad. The weighted blankets help a little bit.
What do you do?
I'm a
Your legs
survivor.
just kick?
They do, like, I'll be fine and comfortable, and then I'll get, but it's when I get like super comfortable, I'm about to crash out. My legs will get like this weird
The
tightening feeling, and then they'll like jolt a little bit here and there, and then I'll move on my side to get comfortable, and I'll have like what you were talking about, like straight kicks. Like I've accidentally kicked the dogs and cats like
Yeah.
hard,
What's
and I
hell?
don't mean to. It's just it happens. So then, you know, I take medicine for it though. So
for restless leg
Yeah.
syndrome, they give you medicine.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Sure they do.
I was like, is it
Not
over the
falling
counter?
for that shit. It's under the
Yeah.
counter.
yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
It's the side of the counter.
Ibuprofen.
But yeah, it's restless leg syndrome.
Did you
sucks.
write down any topics like we told you to? For the,
No, I
do you have
forgot.
any topic right now to talk about?
right now?
I was barely
Yeah.
paying attention in the group chat, but I thought you were talking to him about something like, yeah, that'd be funny before you talked about him.
Oh
writing
yeah,
down
what
topics.
was it?
My mind immediately
Man,
went to
was it-
sand when he said, "Do you have a
Sand?
topic to talk?" Yeah.
So let me get this straight. We're like, you have any topics for Monday Mayhem? And literally the only thing he
Sand.
brought to the table, you're
Yeah.
like, sand. I'd like to talk about sand, please.
I don't know. I just pictured sand for some
Talk
reason.
about a dry ass topic, literally and figuratively, dude. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
there you go.
Oh, oceans. We can talk about sharks for like the third week in a row. The last 2 weeks, dude, it's just blended
have we talked
nicely.
about sharks?
Yeah, kind of. We were talking about ocean and Jaws, and the week before we were talking about dumping a shark into the Olympics and shit.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Oh, you weren't here. You were here. You were fucking here. You remember that? You don't remember shit. The only thing, it's like you try to think so hard and your mind reverts back to just sand every time. You're like
Yeah.
fucking King Shark, except it's not hand, it's sand.
I told Ronnie, I was like, you need to write down stuff for Monday Mayhem because you got a bunch of like funny stories that you don't talk about. And he said, y'all don't want me to write the things that I think about. ...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
you wrote about it, right?
no, I forgot to write it.
Yeah, he didn't write anything.
You
And then I
forget
had to-
everything. I would like to be with you. Like, I mean, even back in the day, we basically lived together. We've hung out so many times, but I'm talking about like wake up with you, brushing your teeth, taking a piss. Like, I want to see the most like basic things to start the day. Probably like a shower or something. You're just like, oh yeah, I didn't do that, did I? Like,
crazy things.
He takes a shower. He's like, I didn't even get. I forgot to turn the water on. Shit like that.
Or the rain box, as he calls
The
it.
rain box.
But
That's
then
what it is.
He just jumps in the pool. He's like, "Oh, wrong water source."
Yeah.
Like he just
I'll
with
try
his
to
clothes
remember for
on.
next
Like,
week.
all
This
the
ain't
clothes come after. I'm always late to work.
this ain't my house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the wrong street.
it goes to the wrong fucking job, dude. He's at the fucking dude. He's in like the White House. Like it's like live TV with Biden. Rodney's just in a fucking beater and toboggan walking around the background. Like,
Ronnie's the type of
is this
person
right?
that could be in the White House and not know he's in the White House.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, this is a nice house. This is real patriotic.
Yeah, making
Like,
terrible.
This is the White
Making
House.
terrible jokes to like Joe Biden. Like, I used to own a yellow house once.
I don't
He's
think-
like, is he serious or Joe Biden? He seems a little dumb sometimes.
Rodney's
He's
the-
probably like, I like this guy.
I think Rodney could run into Joe Biden at Walmart and be like, he looks familiar. He's probably in movies. That's where I know him from.
No, I could definitely.
You probably
recognize
wouldn't be able
Biden.
to point out the
Yeah,
president.
dude, that's
Oh yeah.
that's is that Bo Jiden? That's
Bo
definitely
Jiden.
Bo Jiden if I've ever seen him. I'll be damned, Bo Jiden. I'm just like,
No, I'll
get
try
away.
to remember to write shit down though. Like I'll just wake up, get
Just
on my
the
phone, and
stupidest
immediately
stuff
write
you
shit.
think about.
Yeah.
I wrote down throwing bowling balls over on freeways, dropping bowling balls on.
I've
freeways.
actually gotten so mad because I used to bowl, and I got so mad.
And you lost
at
all
a
of them,
day
dumping
on
them
a
on
Saturday that I went outside of the parking lot. It's right up to the Fairdale, the bowling alley out there, and I just launched my bowling ball down the parking lot into the woods and everything, and I just walked away.
Wow.
I was
So now,
Fucking
so if
wasn't
you want a
there.
free
Furious.
bowling ball,
I must have missed that part. Did
it's
you
weird
explain it
that
wasn't
you
there?
had your own bowling ball too.
I had 4 at the time.
Yeah, you're just a very unique person.
I'm very good at ping pong too.
I'm pretty good.
He is really good at ping pong.
That might be.
I'm really good, but I had a ping pong table in the
I'm pretty
basement.
good.
I
I
couldn't
used to
fuck
play-
with him.
used to
I
play
probably could
Corey.
if I played it religiously, like he made it sound like he used to. Me, I'm just like naturally good at the game keep up, so I can hang.
That's what your next priority should be, is a ping pong table.
I have way too many priorities. Dude. I don't even want to go down. I don't even want to go down the list of
That's
everything
not
I
in my
had.
top
to,
100.
They
Thanks.
have tournaments in, I think it's Taylorsville. They got like tournaments for ping pong.
Why don't you ever do it? If you're
I've
so
thought
good?
about it, but I never do. And
Dude,
I should.
we all should do that and film it. See how we do. Like if it's great, it'll be like what the fuck,
I mean,
and if it's
I'll make it to
horrible,
the
it'll be
last.
hilarious.
I'll be the last. I'll be make it.
You
to
see,
the champs.
Rodney's like the most laid back person ever. He's like, "Get it together, Brandon. You cost us a score." He's like, "Lou." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you, dude? Chill
Like,
out."
Rodney's like he's just so good. He's playing. He's looking over at us like yawning. Like this is so easy.
Yeah, it's
I
like
want Forrest Gump.
yeah, it's like 2-on-2. He's like, "Why don't you sit this one out?"
Yeah, it's 2-on-2, and Rodney's like, "Hey, just step back a couple feet. I got this." Rodney whoops 2 people.
Dude, ping pong is the shit.
He,
I love
he
it.
like
fun.
duct tapes paddles to his fucking shoes. All you see is feet above the ping pong table, just going dink dink. Can't see shit. He wins. You see his feet going yeah, like screaming.
But back to your bowling. What is like your best score?
295.
No way.
I've bowled. What
Is
was
he
it?
serious?
9.
I always knew he was good at bowling, but I've actually never seen him bowl.
I've-
Maybe
Dude,
like
I-
once. Because I don't go bowling that often.
I remember in high school we used to go to the bowling alley, and you were in one of my PE classes. So
Well, I was also in the bowling league.
Yeah, you were the
at
weird
the
kid
Voorhees.
rolling bowling
Yeah.
balls up against the wall when we were playing basketball. We are like, what the fuck's wrong with that kid? Can you imagine that? He's just on the sidelines, like smacking against the wall. He's over there in like a full-on bowling gear, just like, yes.
he tried to eat the
face.
bowling ball one time.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
delicious.
he's like a fucking boa constrictor, dude. He unhinged his jaw.
No, there's just something about bowling that's just like addictive once you get like decent and good at
I
it.
could never do the curve, and then like every time somebody try to teach me, I'm like, I'm just trying fun, dude. I can at least do this good.
I guess it's like golf. You know, once
Yeah,
you get like
it's-
good at it, it's the better you are at it, the more fun it is.
I've
Oh, yeah.
never played golf. Though I've only
Golf's fun.
I've only hit off the tee like once, like a driving range or whatever. And I first started, I'm like, how do I do this? But then I got the knack of it. Like, for me, it was like, stop focusing so hard. Just line it up and don't necessarily try to kill it, like overdo it. Just like let it flow. And once I got that like out of my mind, dude, watching that golf ball just like disappear. Not that like I was like sending it into eternity, but it was night out, so I could see the ball just slowly disappear in the darkness and see it fly. I was like, this is very gratifying.
Yeah, dude, Top Golf is so fun.
I love putt-putt, though. I've been playing putt-putt my whole fucking life.
I can play putt-putt.
They used to have tournaments in Fern Creek.
No, I mean between us four.
Let's fucking do putt-putt. And Tyler can do that with his back, too. Yeah, let's film us playing putt-putt.
We can do the one at Cart Country and Shep, or we can do the one out in
Let's just do the Fern Creek actual putt-putt. That's
dude, they have legit tournaments Monday nights at 8 o'clock.
I'm not doing a legit
tournament. I don't need a tournament. He's over here hyped.
He's
like, I don't play sports. I play weird sports.
Me and Dirty. You remember Dirty? Me and
never
Dirty.
heard of him.
What?
Maybe he was
high school.
High school. Maybe he was so dirty.
I'm not allowed to say his name.
Maybe he was so dirty that I couldn't even see him. He just blended in with walls. And
dirty. He hung out
Chris
with
Moncargu.
Yes.
McCargu,
okay, so you do know.
I know.
Okay.
I'm fucking with you.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought you knew him.
Is that Dirty?
Yeah. That's Dirty.
Oh, Chris is?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Chris, dude.
Yeah.
We play Little League football.
Gave him that nickname in 8th grade, and it's not a very good story to say why. But
I thought he was black for a long time.
That's yeah.
That's
I was like, so you're not black and you're not white, so you're just like.
We already talked about that, where we like investigated that house at the bottom of the street.
Dude, it's so scary. And I swung an aluminum bat at you. Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to love doing that. Not breaking in, but sneaking into abandoned houses.
I've broke into a house before.
Yeah. But no, like, me and Dirty would go to those putt-putt tournaments on Monday nights.
Glad I left that behind.
And it was, dude, they were fucking intense. Like, they were crazy.
But I'm not spending 8 hours at a putt-putt tournament going against 16-year-old girls.
No, you go against, like,
no, there's probably,
people.
like, legit, like, yeah, come on.
They're good.
Shoot 'em.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just a tournament between us four.
I just want to film us.
We can go to Car Country and do it. Or the one in Fern Creek and do it.
All right, we can do that. I might be able to.
Let's go right now.
Wouldn't
that be dope? Like,
dude,
2 in the morning.
They were open, I almost would.
2 in the morning, fucking just like spotlights on everything.
Dude, I wish
That'd
everything was open. Everything was open 24/7. That'd be so.
Dude, I used to wear putt-putt out. They had Mortal Kombat 4 in putt-putt. I would fucking spend like $15 on Mortal Kombat 4, and then I'd play all 3 courses at putt-putt.
Arguably one of the best Mortal Kombats.
I think it's like the worst.
4?
Yeah, for sure.
Why?
Because it's not as good as the other ones. Now, that's not to say it's a bad game. Every game.
That's the pit, though. That's where you fall forever until you like the countdown stops, and then.
Oh yeah, it's the continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm telling you, I loved it. I'd used my parents' money, I guess, maybe allowance or something. But no, dude. I mean, if you compare that to other Mortal Kombat games, I don't know if I can give it that. I think it was a huge deal at the time because everything before that was on like PlayStation, Nintendo. It was like that. Just it had like. Whatever that PlayStation look, not PlayStation, Nintendo either. Nintendo, Sega, and Nintendo, they would have just your regular old basic Mortal Kombat look. Graphics never really improved that much. 4, when I brought it to another next gen console, it was like, what is this? So we were all so hyped about it. But honestly, like if you play that game, I think it's still a great game because Mortal Kombat can do no wrong. But I think it's one of the worst ones. For sure.
Interesting.
I mean, what would you put it over?
I think you're wrong.
I know you're saying that, but what Mortal Kombat would you put? Tyler's like, motherfucker. What would be your favorite Mortal Kombat, Tyler? The 4th one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, honestly though, Rodney, what Mortal Kombat game would you put that over though? When you start to think about
4?
it? Yeah.
I'd put it in the top 3.
I know, but what would you put? You think that?
Well,
so
I put 9 and.
That's crazy. Top 3 for 4. That's high.
9 in top 3 and Deadly Alliance in top 3.
See, I would choose all.
And then 4.
Deadly Alliance, Armageddon. That would go over it. The first 3 games.
Armageddon had 60 playable characters. That shit was so crazy.
And that's one of my least favorite ones too.
Really?
Yeah, the character list was insane, but the game it wasn't as original. And then didn't you fight Blaze in that one? Or is that
yeah, that was Blaze.
But the first one, obviously, that's what started it all. Second one, amped it up even more, added in Reptile, all these fucking cool characters. Kung Lao. How can I fucking not get hyped about that? And 3, maybe the third one, but like the Ultimate Edition of 3, like I can't put 4.
Well, I'm also biased because that's when Fujin came into play. Was 4
Exactly.
And Fujin's my favorite
Shinnok,
character.
I know you fuck with Shinnok. Yeah, good shit. Mortal Kombat can just do no wrong. I know Tyler feels the same way.
Yeah, it's his favorite RPG video game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I had to, it's a lot like Sims when I think about it. Very a lot of similarities. Similarities.
No pun intended.
Tyler just doesn't like video games, other than mad.
No, I don't even like
fucking murdering. No, I was gonna say just maddening, killing rampages on Grand Theft Auto. He's with
Grand
that.
Theft Auto is a fun game.
I just found that out tonight. I was just shooting people. I'm like, what can I do for 15 minutes while I wait for Rodney? I was like, why not? I haven't played in like 6 months. And Tyler's like, okay, I'll play. I was like, oh, Tyler's playing a game. This is dope. Yeah.
There's that new documentary on Netflix, The Malice in the Palace. You watched that yet?
I still haven't. I don't even know what that is.
It's good.
No, I'm just playing.
I was about to say it. Yeah, dude, it's good.
I was there. Jermaine O'Neal hit me with a left hook.
The guy that Jermaine O'Neal's in it and talks about it.
It's awesome. He's just like, yeah, I mean, it was a solid blow.
No,
His fucking
fine.
jaws.
He's like, dude, it was kind of a bitch move.
Did he sue him or anything? That'd be so cool if he
did.
could get some money off that. He's just wearing like Versace and shit. He saved all his money.
It's a great documentary.
Versace.
Ooh, I can't wait for that House of Gucci.
Talking to your mic.
No,
Nerd. Y'all, this is a random topic. Do y'all remember?
How long have you not been talking into your mic? Please don't tell me long, viewers.
No, I've seen him hold
Like
it up.
literally 5 seconds in.
Y'all wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. That's basically that would have sounded. What were you saying, Tyler?
No, like dad wallets.
Dad wallets?
Yeah, like
Where's this going? I got some on chain wallets next.
No,
That was
like-
hip.
my dad has had the same wallet since I was born. It seems like.
Damn.
And do your dads not have just the thickest wallets you've ever seen, just from business cards and other
money.
cards?
Yeah,
and
they've been
insurance cards from the 70s.
Yeah, your
like,
dad's been collecting the same cards over a few years.
My dad's wallet is like 2 inches thick. I'm
Probably
like,
torn to shit.
Mine
Yeah.
is too because I keep.
it's
quarters
leather
in
and
that
it's
son
like
of a
all
bitch.
different colors. Cause like, I'm trying to think about like, do y'all not remember dad wallets? Like,
My dad always used that clip thing.
Not to quote Workaholics, but do y'all remember Dad Dicks?
yeah.
I love that scene on Workaholics because I was like, in a weird way related to it. Maybe it's because I was so young, but I was like, dude, Dad Dicks used to be huge. You'd come around the corner and I was like, oh, damn, just saw my dad's dick. Or, oh, just saw my uncle's dick. You know, you probably saw on accident maybe 4 older dad's dicks. And now, dude, yeah, that should be on 2020, as they said in Workaholics. Like, something shrinking dad dicks.
Dude, there's something going on with high school kids.
Wallets, dicks, everything.
They get smaller every year. I'll drive by Bull East as they're letting off. It looks like the elementary kids are getting on the school buses.
I thought you were talking about their dicks.
No,
So because
dude.
you transitioned talking about dad
I
dicks.
know I shouldn't have made that transition.
Yeah,
I was like, you should see high schoolers now.
Yeah, you legit. I was like, dad dicks. You're like, there's something that's
No.
really weird about high schoolers now. I mean, they're so small. And I was
They're
just like,
tiny, man.
you're like, I just be like seeing them sometime. I'm like, are you like in the locker room after football practice? Like,
yeah,
why?
catch me.
I'm just picturing you with these shades on right now in the corner, like. That's where my mind went. I was like, Tyler, please.
No,
clear
it's
this
just
up.
like kids these days.
I don't know
are
if we can
getting
come back for
smaller
this,
and
even for
smaller.
me.
I know what you mean, though. They do look tiny these days.
It's because of dad dicks. Smaller dad dicks present smaller kids.
Damn, Shaq's dad. Yao Ming's dad.
Oh yeah, good lord.
Quick fact. Let's see if y'all
Well,
know
Yao
this.
Ming's Chinese.
Do you know who the tallest? That don't mean they don't have dicks.
No, they have dicks, I'm sure, but like Chinese penis so small. Not to quote South Park, but yeah. I don't know. You're
The
talking
tallest.
about.
Oh, do y'all know who the tallest living person ever was? What his name was?
I don't. It's 8'11" was his height,
11.1. Yes.
and he was like Arabian or
Muggsy
No.
Bogues.
He was American.
Was he American?
Yeah.
I remember seeing a picture.
I'm
Actually,
pretty
it was
sure
like
he
a couple
was
weeks ago. I like looked this up.
How big do you think a
He's-
8 foot tall dude's dick is?
Dude, he's 8'11". Can you imagine? He's almost 9 feet. Like, what the hell?
He's packing at least a foot of cock. There's no way
Dude,
around
there's. Gosh.
I
It wouldn't
can't
even matter.
imagine.
There's like no getting down on their knees or anything like
You
that.
know,
Use
you
a
guys
stool.
step stool.
Yeah, like you got to literally stand up.
I mean, you got to think what.
and then some.
So 9 feet, or if he's 9 feet, that means
That's taller than the
his
ceiling.
waist is at
Actually.
like.
We'd have to
5.
like open the attic and let him stand in that one spot.
For real, like his head would be in the attic right
Or
now.
like Kevin Hart was saying, it's just like, dog,
Could you
just
imagine?
get it off me.
Can you imagine just living life that tall, like getting in the car? Like, you can't get in.
Why am I so stuck on dicks? I wouldn't even think about his height
Oh.
anymore. I was sitting there, I was like, yeah, dude, that'd be wild. You'd almost have to like roll it up, like tuck it in your waistband all the way around.
Just everything he wore was like tailor made for a 9 foot tall
Has to be.
person.
big and tall.
The shoes, like, we're like,
No.
all right, let's get
Because
to.
what doesn't Shaq have like a 20-foot bed or something like that?
Again, I think
Shaq.
20-foot dick, dude. I gotta get this shit out of my mind. Yeah, they got.
I'm sure
to,
Shaq
dude.
does have a huge. Shaq's just.
He's got the biggest bed in the world. I know that.
Biggest dick.
I think
It's like
21
it's a
feet.
circle
Yeah,
bed
it's a
too,
big
which is
circle.
wow.
It is. That's wild. I don't
Austin
think I
Powers
would like
ass.
that at all.
It freaked me out.
There's no end to it. It would piss me
There's
off.
no end to the possibilities.
There's no end to the bed. There's no end to this bed. So like, I'd just be like, it's a circle bed, dude. I'm cool.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
circle bed.
Until you
that's-
get into a 20-foot circle bed, bro. That thing is.
Did we
fucking
talk
massive.
about?
That sounds amazing.
Have we talked
It
about
does
water
sound great.
beds?
What the
I
fuck?
hate
man?
water beds.
I used to have one as a
I hate them.
kid.
They scared the shit out of me. I knew I was gonna drown if I ever had one.
What are you sleeping with? Blades? Like, what are you?
How would you-
I did used to sleep with a knife under my pillow.
Wow.
You
I
did have
collect
to be
knives and
careful.
swords and shit.
Oh my god! I mean, I got that. Obviously, I got a couple swords over there right now. Let's get the swords.
You
out.
did have to be careful though, getting on a water bed. Like you had to make sure you didn't have like a pencil or a pen in your
I
pocket.
forgot you were here, Jason. You ain't talking about yourself.
Just all that stuff. But I loved it because I could change the temperature of the water in the bed to make it a warm bed or a cool bed. I prefer the cool bed. I can't sleep. Are we done? Or sit down. I was like, what's going on? What is everyone doing?
I hate water beds.
Brandon, of course. Have you ever changed a diaper before?
Yeah.
See? Well, yeah, I
awful.
know you have.
It's
but
awful.
of course, like, I've never changed a diaper before.
It's terrible.
It sounds miserable to me. My dog threw up and I had to clean it and I almost threw up. I can't imagine. One time one of my dogs shit in the house and I had to pick it up and I threw up. So now I can't imagine how I'm going to be. Okay, we'll let Brandon show off his.
Weak sauce.
Who look like such losers right now.
It's just been in the sheath for like 5 years.
Rodney, never mind.
We just accidentally stab one another. Like, we're so into the podcast. We're like, get it on film. I don't care if I bleed out.
I'm gonna have to go to my parents' house and bring a couple of my swords and knives over.
Yeah, dude, I cut chicken with this all the time. I already lied because I said it's been in the sheath for so long. I always think it's going to be longer when I pull it out. This is definitely Scorpion's blade.
Looks like it, black and gold.
Ting, 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 ting. You got any blades at your crib, dude?
No, I got guns, so
I
You're
mean, I
shit
got
out
it.
of luck then.
Dude,
yeah.
that's what's great about our place. Literally, it's like a tour on like, how do you want to get fucked up? 'Cause we have like, it feels like every fucking weapon. We got swords, we got bow staffs, we got guns, we got fucking Jesus nunchucks. It's literally like if somebody broke in here, it's like, how you want it, bro? And the thing is like we're not really bad with any of these things either. Like as far as like I could literally fuck somebody up with nunchucks. I'm not saying I could be in tournaments, but I could talk. Like if somebody tried to fuck with me with I'm not gonna be over there like hitting myself in the head. Like I could literally pick you apart with some nunchucks. Funny shit. My brother, dude, with the bow staff, it don't make no fucking
I've seen
sense.
it with the staff.
It's retarded.
It's unreal.
Like, he'd literally be like, dude would come in and be like, Mike, we gotta go. I'm like, chase him with nunchucks. Like, upstairs. My brother's up there just spinning the bow staff.
Yeah, he looks
To the
like
back room. Oh, she's got a shotgun. Like, he'd just be like, no.
he looks like
It's not a
Doctor
good idea
Strange
to-
out there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he throws it in the air and then catches it and shit, dude, behind
Yeah.
his back and shit. Dude, blown away by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing that since he was like 5 years old. Yeah, like literally like this in a weird way, unless you like catch us while we're asleep. Like this would be like the worst house to break into.
So I think I'm gonna go to my parents' house either tomorrow or Sunday, and I'm gonna try and remember to get because I have swords and knives from China too. When we adopted Kira, who was
Yeah.
here a couple weeks ago, I'll have to bring those over. I'm pretty sure you've seen most of my swords and
I'm
shit.
sure I have, dude. You's got into the Chinese heritage having a sister.
Yeah.
What's funny is me and my brother, like I'm good with nunchucks. My brother's good with a bow staff, and we have had zero training. It's just like we just trained ourselves with that shit. Like it's legit. Like I watched. a
My
lot of
dad
Bruce
wouldn't
Lee
trust me with
movies.
my swords and knives because I would want to train myself, and
No.
which
Yeah.
is smart because
I-
they're legit. They're sharp as fuck.
No, I don't think either of us know how to use a sword, so I take that part back. But
I can throw knives like a motherfucker, but
yeah, I remember I'd come over to his place, and he'd just be straight up tossing knives into like a box. And I'd be like, Rodney, and he just wouldn't even talk to me. I'm like, why am I even here right now, dude? What's happening? Yeah, so like Rodney's over, he's like tossing, like, these dudes are elite. What's going on here? Do you have any like weird thing you're good at?
No,
Yeah.
dude, it sucks. It's so hard. That's such a hard question to answer too, because especially when you're not prepared. I'm not really like good at anything.
That's
you were good at
like-
basketball, weren't you?
Not really. I tried hard. I mean, that's all. So that made me okay, but I wasn't like the best or.
I'm not even
even
trying
close.
to brag, dude. Like I'm just blessed with that. Like I'm actually good at a lot of things. I never think about it, but I'm like,
Like
I
I'll have to sit down and, like make a list, and it'll take me a while.
I think for me, I don't do it like 95% of the population does. They either try to do too many things and they end up good at nothing, or they do something for like a week and they get rid of it. I have like my 7 things or whatever it is I've done my whole life, and I've just kind of stuck with them. Even if I put them down for like a year, they're always in rotation. At some point, it'll come back.
See, like Rodney, he said he's really good at bowling. Apparently, unless that was a lie.
I went to
He's
international.
really good at throwing
tournaments.
knives.
he's legit throwing knives too.
See, I don't
He's
know.
got a few
Maybe I
things.
should. Maybe I'm like really good at something. I just haven't discovered it yet. That's what I like to tell myself.
And like I said, that's the biggest thing is so many people get discouraged at something and they just stop. Like that's the problem. Well, like we're both really good at Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
That's a
like
dumb
maybe
thing, but we're
maybe
really
I'll be
good
like
at it. We
maybe
used to
I'm
have
like
battles, dude.
I could be like really good at like murder or something.
Yeah. When I'm saying
Gotta
these
try it
things,
out first.
Yeah, I know. Like
Yeah.
you don't know unless.
when I'm saying these things, I'm not like, I mean, I'm one of the best in the world, but like I can legitimately just be like, you know, like I'm good at these things. Like not just good, like I'm great at them. Especially
Dude, our prime in Guitar Hero, it was difficult to get anything under like 96 and 7% on expert.
oh my god.
It was like you'd have to try to do that bad on a song.
Yeah, Bill, our fingers just hurting.
Yeah, bro. Like I remember doing I went
I used to be
to
good at Guitar Hero.
Carl
say that.
Casper car show one time, and they had a little Guitar Hero 3 competition going, and I
Yeah.
came in first
Oh,
place
my
at
God.
it.
Hell
That shit
yeah.
was pretty fucking dope. Dude, I did My Name is Jonas, and they have that
My
fucking
Name is
dope ass solo
Jonas.
in the
Oh,
back end of it,
I
and I'm
can
just
almost
ripping it,
100%
dude,
that
without
one.
strumming or anything. I'm just like do 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 do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you learn the
Smash
tricks
it.
of the trade.
Guitar Hero Metallica is my favorite though. Those solos on there were so.
It'll
fucking
always
sick.
be 3 for me.
3's up there for sure. That could be my second.
3,
favorite,
then
but
2.
I fell in love with Metallica though, dude. Like I already love Metallica, but like that game, like the solos, like when you
They're
play
so
like
hard,
when you
but
play
they were
like
fun.
"Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, the darkness, and present," which you got that in Guitar Hero 3 as well, but they brought it back. But Fade to Black, dude, and also what's cool about Guitar Hero Metallica is they had like some metal songs on there too, from like newer bands. So it was really cool being able to play them,
That
dude.
World Tour was good. Guitar Hero World Tour. I think that was the one after 3.
I was gonna say I think it's 4.
Yeah.
The worst one I think is probably Aerosmith.
Oh, Aerosmith was terrible.
It was so easy.
It was so bad.
Man, it was still fun, but it was
The music was
easy.
fun to listen to, but dude, it was a simple ass. It was like for the beginners because they released it around the same time as Metallica, so it's like they released one for like beginners on expert, and then one for like
Metallica,
like expert.
Oh my god, dude! Enter Sandman. Dude. I want to play guitar on Metallica so bad.
I want to get a PS3 and get the Guitar Hero 3 game and shit.
Well,
it's like
is that even PS3?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
PS3.
it is because I had it on 360.
It's expensive though.
I want to get it too. I'd love to put
it's on
like,
Amazon.
Yeah, this TV right here. Oh my god,
I'd have to have
dude.
the biggest TV because
I
grew up in that theater. So,
oh,
yeah.
for sure.
We
It'd be
played
dope
like
as fuck. I mean, if we played on like the 75-inch and shit in here before a podcast, that'd be legit. But also, it'd just be dope. Like, I mean, we could play it right here. We'd end up not even recording an episode for you guys. We'd just be like, there's Tyler be over here by himself. Like, they're still playing Guitar Hero. I don't know.
No, I like Guitar Hero. I was good at it, but I don't think I was as good as what y'all are.
So it seems like everything. We'd have to get an Xbox 360 to play it because they don't have the one for.
What's
PS3.
fucked up is I have an Xbox 360.
Because look how much they want for it. $420.
It's buried away in a shed somewhere. You can find that type of shit out if
Yeah,
you're
but
lucky.
like Books and Music Exchange,
shit like that.
you could
can
probably
get
find
lucky.
it there. I didn't even
Remy
think of-
actually has like Guitar Hero 1 and 2 on like PS2 or something.
Yeah, those.
And he has
2
a
was
third
great.
one. I wonder if I could like buy that off Remy. Like, come on, man, you don't need this much that I do. I'll give
It's
you
too nostalgic. He won't let that go.
I'll give you $100. Maybe we chip in 50 a piece or something. We can just play it every Friday or some shit. Who the fuck knows?
I think didn't we find out we were good at Guitar Hero that my 16th birthday party at the house?
Is that the
'Cause
one where I was there? I have no idea which time I was
Did you
at
go
your
one
house.
time?
Yeah.
I can't remember what. It might have been 16 though. I was a sophomore. I don't know if we.
I was horrible at Guitar Hero. I was the worst player out of everybody. I didn't even have any interest in playing it. And when I did play, it was like that. Boom, failed. I was like, I don't get this. And the first time I played it was at your 16th birthday party, and I was trying to play. I was like, I don't even know how to do this. And y'all were just laughing. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this on my own and play it. And then when I did that, look out, bug.
Center.
Yeah, once I did it, dude, and I moved it to where I could hit that orange button, it just took off, dude.
Yeah.
I was like sliding down that motherfucker, and my brother got hooked on it too. My brother was amazing at Guitar Hero. I think I'm not even saying this to like be like, oh, ho ho me. Like we used to play battle head to head. I think I would win like 7, 8 out of 10 times, but he was legit. But he could play without looking, which was crazy. He'd literally, like, there's videos of him when he was like 10 where he'd literally turn around and just be fucking doing this because he'd just know the song and the timing of it. So that was always like a cool trick.
That's crazy. Dude.
I'd be sitting over there in the corner jealous, like, I beat him head to head though. That happens. I know I do. Stop paying attention to him. Just play. You got any weird games you used to love, Tyler? Just Grand Theft Auto. I love killing bitches.
No, man.
Your old
I
man?
played
What
outside
is
a lot as a kid.
it? I've never played that game.
I just would roam the creeks of Deacon Trace,
Me
King
too.
Church Road.
Well, not what you're talking about, but yeah, I used
And then
to
I had
climb
like
the creek.
go-karts and dirt bikes and stuff. We played a game where like my brother would be on the dirt bike and me and my friend, it was a 2-seater go-kart. We'd drive around and get like footballs and basketballs, try to knock my brother off. I got my arm broke there.
Basic shit like that's still fun, dude. Something as simple like I got a nice football. Know what's fun to do with just a football? Set up like a gas can or something from a distance
Just
and
trying to
shoot
hit it.
fireballs at it. I'm just playing. Yeah. No, just chuck the football at it just to see if you can be
Yeah.
the one that nails it. Like you forget
First one that
sometimes.
hits it wins. You know, just those
Yeah, or
little-
like how many times you can hit it out of 10 if it's like a little bit easier shot. Like we forget about things like that because we get so caught up. Like, what am I going to do? It's like, dude, if I went in my backyard right now, I'd have a blast doing that, even by myself. That's why you can catch me out there playing basketball all the time. I'm like, I'm not too old for this shit. I'm going to work on my game. I might not be going to the NBA, but fuck, I'm going to be good at basketball.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it.
I haven't rolled out the NBA yet.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
might send in my
You're
resignation.
like a back
my
surgery
retirement.
away. Like they almost got me and turned you into the Terminator.
I think anyone can apply for the NFL draft.
Oh yeah.
Like we could apply just to see maybe.
Yeah.
We get
Apparently,
lucky.
my application is not valid because they keep sending it back, and I don't get it.
No, I
Have you
think
seen me
can.
hit a gas can with a football from about 20 yards away? Fuck Uncle Rico.
We should make like a highlight video of us and play it with like the Sports Center like background to it.
Oh yeah.
And
that
it's just
putt-putt
like us like
shit.
doing like little like shitty uncoordinated reverse layups and stuff. And we think we're hot shit and we send it into Sports Center.
Dude, that putt-putt shit, that's the starter pack, dude. Legit. The best. Anyways, guys, I think that concludes a long episode of Monday Mayhem. We like to keep these about 30, but every once in a while we just shoot the shit for a while, and you get to dive into our brains. Thank you for sticking around, the people that did. And thank you again, Jason. He's going to be on the show all week for joining us. Talk more, bro. Jeez. You're a chatterbox on Christine. We're fucking idiots, dude. God.
Why didn't we do that? Why didn't we seriously put a microphone up to his mouth?
I thought
It's such a basic thing we should have done. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I thought about that before we even started the first episode, but your mic stand is literally what's helping hold him up. So I just took a loss. I was like, fuck it. They'll understand.
Oh, you could. That's such a.
I can't believe we got these swords out around him and he didn't do shit with them. That shows you the friendship that we have. Is that true, Jason? You gonna stop the tape,
We're
Rodney?
still recording.
Yeah, we are still recording.
Rodney, hit the end button.
You gonna stop the
stop the
Monday
podcast.
Mayhem?